So the position of the pelvis will affect organ function really quite clearly. We can have numerous different strains in the pelvis, from tilting too far forward, too far back, leaning to one side, leaning to another side, creating a leg length difference, or actually torsion when there's been quite a lot of strain put through the ligaments. The problem is that the pelvis first of all, supports the reproductive organs. So in my experience, which is quite a lot over 20 odd years, any undiagnosed infertility typically shows up when we do our core pelvic testing. So we start to test how strong the ligaments are, and often we'll see 1, 2, or even 3 directional failures, and that would then change the shape and the position of the reproductive organs that cause some forms of infertility. So if you come up the spine a little bit, the position and the shape of the kidney system, if they're not supported by the pelvis, then the change in shape, because the spine changes, maybe it's leaning too far back or it's too far forward, will change how well you can hold urine in the body. It'll affect lower back, so lower back pain and stuff like that. The urination and the lower back pain often comes together. Lots of people will start to get nocturnal. They have to go to the toilet at night. If you follow the spine up, because the pelvis is holding it and balancing it, then you start to get changes in terms of shoulder positions and rotations. So if we have a rotation in the spine because of this pelvic fault, then it's going to interfere with nerve flow that goes into the organs and into the muscles. So you get scoliosis, you get disc problems and all of these things. So this is why the pelvis is fundamental, that it's exactly where it should be, because it's supporting everything else, all the other functions that are going on in the body, even up to the lungs and breathing. Because what we often find is that when you have an unstable pelvis, then the body's ability to expand and take in air, whether it's higher in the lungs or deep belly breathing, is affected by that. So it affects breathing. So, fundamentally, when we suffer from all of these different conditions, we have to look at the structure and make sure the structure is functioning as it's designed to do. It's a fantastic design. And if it is, then we can go further up into the actual organs to find out, well, why is that organ not working so well, or the muscles, or the joints, or even into the psychology of the person.